Addie was supposed to be here to introduce this new one to you, but she just took off to go on the trampoline with her friend, so it looks like I'm going to get to do it. Today we're going to show you how to make two different kinds of tutus that either your child can wear, or your baby dolls can wear, or your Barbies can wear, and even your little LOLs can wear. One is called a strip tutu. It looks like that, and like that. And the other is called a flower petal tutu, which is that one right here, and the ones in their hair are flower petal tutus. The flower petal one is one that I personally made up myself. I was sick of the ones that I had made for Addison that were made out of tulle, and they all would crush so easily and look terrible the next day. And the flower petal one, I made this when she was 2. She is now 6. It's 4 years old. It still looks fantastic. She's played in it, she's slept in it, and it looks great still. So let's get started, as Addie would say. Okay, Addie is just finishing up her strip tutu that we're making for her baby alive, and she's practicing her tying knot skills here. Take just strips of fabric that are however long you want your tutu, and a piece of, we used some,
you can use whatever you want.
We used some of this, like elastic band stuff. And you just tie them in a knot,
and then
like so, and you just slide them together.
Yep.
Now turn it over and show them the other side before it's done. And when you're done, it's just, I've heard it called a rag tutu or a strip tutu, and it's just strips of fabric all tied together. And it actually looks really cute when you're done. It looks a little messy right now. We'll clean up the ends and stuff. But we just have a few more pieces to put on, and then we'll show you on Baby Alive what it looks like.
Okay, so I am done with my strip tutu, and Christina is wearing it, and I think she wants to say something to you. Don't I look fabulous?
Don't I look what?
Do I look fabulous?
Oh, I didn't know what she said. We'll turn it around so we can see the back.
And so here's the front, side, back. I like that cute bow. Your hair, Christina. Thank you. Did I already show on this side?
No.
And then front.
And Addison has an example of the flower petal tutus in her hair as ponytail holders, and they can be used for many different things. Those are just really tiny ones that you can use as Barbie dresses. And if it looks like Addison's been punched in the eye, which it does, it's because Addison got into my makeup tonight and decided to put some kind of weird, what color is that?
Pink.
Pink eyeshadow.
Well, it's actually blush.
Yeah, I kind of thought so. And her eyebrow is actually pink. Addison, girl, you're a mess.
No, she's not.
Yeah, you are. So that's the strip tutu. And it also looks good as some sort of crazy looking afro.
And
or lion mane, maybe.
And today was my first ever time making a tutu. Christina, you're 6 years old. Stop it. She's seriously 6 years old.
So what we used is some silk organza ribbon that we cut into strips, some silky fabric here left over from an Elsa costume that we cut into strips, an old skirt here that I cut up into strips, and some tulle here, some tulle, and there's some blue tulle, and we just went with kind of a purple and teal color combination, and just anything that was those colors, cut them in strips, and you just simply take a elastic band, fit it to your person or doll, if you're going to do it for a doll or a little girl, and then you sew it into a loop, the band, make it into a loop, and you can then just tie strips onto it and tie them in a knot and then push them together. Tie them in a knot, push them together, tie them in a knot, push them together. And
Mom,
then it comes out like that, or like this over here was Addison's, and I showed this better before, but you can use a headband too. I did this one on a headband, and you just tie the strips into the headband. That way you have no sewing whatsoever. So there it is. Okay, now to make these flower petal tutus, you will need these templates, which I will send you, but you have to be a subscriber and you have to leave me a message and I will send you the templates. I created the flower petal tutu several years ago after I had been making flowers using one of these templates that I bought to make flowers. I then thought, wouldn't it look really good if you put them together and made, instead of a flower, a tutu, because I was sick of her tulle tutus that got all mashed and smashed and didn't look good after wearing them once or twice. So that's what I have here are these templates that are, this one is 10.5 inches, this one is 2.5 inches, that's the one I use for the hair things, or they're tutus for Barbies also, for little dresses for the LOL dolls. And there's a 6.5 one, which I use for, which we're going to use tonight to make a dress for, or a tutu for one of the
Baby Lives.
Baby Lives, thank you. And there's a 9.5 one, which is, I believe, what I use for the blue one up here. One of them I did. I think the bottom one is a 10.5, and the top one is the 9.5. I'm not sure.
So the bottom one.
But that's what you will need are these templates. And like I said, I will send them to you if you are a subscriber and you leave me a message letting me know, or actually leave Addie a message letting her know that you need them. We will get them to you so that you can make your own flower petal tutus.
Did you tell them
So we will now show you how to actually make the flower petals to make the tutu.
Do you know how many inches this is? I don't think
it does on the back, I think.
Oh. 2.5 inches.
2.5, yeah. I'm going to use 2 different kinds of fabrics for this tutu. This one is just, it doesn't have a backing on it, which is not that great, but it's not horrible either. I've never done one without a double-sided pattern, so we'll see how it turns out. But it's just kind of a stiff-ish cotton, I guess. This is silky, some kind of silky fabric, which is has some stiffness to it. The fabric really needs to have some sort of stiffness to it in order for it to stand up good. If it doesn't have a stiffness to it, you need to put some tulle petals in there also, which is hard to see because it's dark over here, but there's little tulle petals in there, and that helps the less stiff silky ones kind of pop out. But like you can see, this one down here is stiffer and it kind of stands up better. Now, one of the first things you have to do is measure the size of the elastic that you're going to be using. So measure it around your doll and then just mark off. Let's see, over here's where you need to cut it, and mark it off, and then we will cut it and sew it. Okay, here we go. You take your fabric square, you fold it in half.
And watch how
like so.
magically that square turns.
You take your handy dandy template and you hold it like so with the split at the bottom or the top, doesn't matter. And it folds in half right here. You just put half of the flower on one side and half of the flower on the other side. And like I said, I will send you a template and a complete instruction manual.
I'm getting some of your clothes in the video.
That's okay. Okay, now hold it still, Addie. Like that. Addie is taping right now, so if it's a little wiggly, that's why. So this is how you have it now. Half in the front, half in the back, okay? You bring your twos together like that. You bring your threes together like that. You bring these threes together like that, and you are left with this. You take your scissors. You cut the middle off like that.
Then you cut those parts off.
And you cut these parts off like this. Okay. Add Can you pay attention, babe? A little ADD going on here, babe.
No.
All right, well, pay attention and stay focused right here, okay? And this is what you get when you cut off all the extras. And
We've
then you,
already videotaped it like 1 minute and 22 seconds.
all right, thanks, Dad. And then you open it up like this and like this, and you get your flower. Now, normally when you're making the flowers, you just kind of pile these on top of each other and kind of gather them in the middle and make your flower. But to do the tutus, I do it a little differently.
Yeah.
You fold it in half again, fold it in half again like this, and then fold back these 2 petals. And again, instructions I can send you. And you get this shape here. And you take this shape here, and you take your needle and thread, which I had a needle and thread. Oh, here it is. Take your needle and thread and sew this together down at the bottom, like so. Just a couple stitches through it will be fine. And
That's a couple.
then you take it and you sew this onto your waistband, which I've just done one here. You just take it and you...
Off camera.
Yeah, take it and you just sew it on here. Now I'm going to space these because I'm going to put this in between them eventually. So you just space them around, you know, until you have them filled up, and then you go to your next color and go around, and we will show you as we progress how it's coming out. But
it's been almost 3 minutes.
Okay, so we will be back and we will show you some more. Thanks.
Bye.
All right, I talked Addie into putting on this tutu. This, keep in mind, I made this for her when she was 2. She is now 6. So it has held up really well, but it's very tiny on her. And I would make the petals much longer now if I was doing it for her. But turn around, Ad.
And it's been 4 years since
And that's, you know, when they're littler and it's not spread out so much, she's got it really spread out. She's much wider. It kind of comes together like this right here, how it is here. And then she's got the Barbie ones in her hair that I used to put in her hair, which those are, I mean, those when she was 2 also, so they've held up really well. Keep turning in.
This side?
Keep, no, all the way around. So that is how it looks when it when they wear it. But like I said, it's very tiny on her. So.
Because I